Hi, I'm David Hamburger, and welcome to this lesson on playing fingerstyle blues in E. In this lesson, we're going to take everything that we've been working on and put it together to play a full chorus of the blues in E. So this is actually the fifth lesson in the series, so if you've missed any of the other ones, go back and check them out if you want to. We start off just talking about how to get a good groove, look at how to play chords up the neck in E, chords up the neck in A, how to switch between E and A, and how to play through the turnaround from B7 to A and back to E, and some cool turnaround licks. So if any of these licks look unfamiliar to you, there is a preceding video where I've gone through everything that I'm talking about already, but I'll still take time to walk you through the moves in this lesson as well. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to play through a chorus of blues, kind of yelling out what I'm doing if I can play and talk at the same time. And then I'll sort of go back and explain in more detail what's going on, and then play the whole thing for you again so you can hear it, up to tempo. So here we go. We're in E, and I'm using this E7 chord voicing, and this E7 chord voicing, this A chord, and this A chord, and then this B7. So that's basically what's going on. And a lot of it has a triplet feel. So here's what the whole chorus of the blues sounds like, just with the licks that I've been talking about in this lesson series. So. Okay, so just following through the standard 12-bar form, starting off with the bass on the low E, playing quarter notes, and a slide into E7 with some brushing with the index finger. So the chord that we're ending up on is 4th fret on the high string, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, 4th fret on the 3rd string, and hitting it for the first time 1 fret down and then sliding it up quickly. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so right on the downbeat, every time you're saying an actual number like 1, 2, 3, or 4, you're pinching or playing the thumb and the index finger, and then following up with 2 more strokes with the finger. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you might not play on the first downbeat, and you might only play right on the last downbeat, which gives you a little time to move to the next, lick, which is, and that's more of a single note move. It takes this chord shape, and you leave off the high string. You don't fret the high string; you still play it, and it's basically a lick that kind of arpeggiates that chord, or sort of plays the notes of the chord one by one. So we're sliding in to the 4th fret, over to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, high string, and then brushing back, or doing a backward rake, kind of in slow motion with the index finger over the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd strings, and then 2nd string and high string. So so hard to slow these things down and really play them right. So over the thumb, which is kind of your calibration, right? You count the downbeats with your thumb, and everything that you do with the fingers is measured with either being played with the thumb as a pinch or in between. 1, so 1 and 2 and 3 and. So you can see where the pinches are. Pinch, pinch. And then for the next measure, we're on measure 3, we're going up to this chord voicing of E. 7th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. And again, the triplet feel. And then answer it again with the same lick. Now we get to A. And this is a lick that I went over in the lesson on A chords, but we're basically playing out of this shape with a bar at the 2nd fret on the top 3 strings, and the pinky reaching up to the high string, and playing on the downbeat with the thumb, and then coming into the 1st fret on the index, with the index and middle on the 3rd and 2nd string. So 1 and so you're starting off at the 1st fret, going to the 2nd fret. Next beat, you're pinching. So a pinch with thumb and pinky over to the 2nd string, 2nd fret, and then high string, 3rd fret. So, and then just keep the groove going. Thumb, index on the root, 3rd string, 2nd fret, 1. So this is 3 and 4 and so. And you might leave off that last index finger to get to here, which is the next measure. So taking this chord we used for E and sliding it up so that it works as an A chord. And again, we're going to come in from a half step below. So our destination is 9th fret, 8th fret, 9th fret on the top 3 strings. But we're going to start 1 fret down. So a pinch with the thumb on the A string now. Well, I guess we've been on the A string, but all right, so pinch, move the chord up and play it again, just the fingers. Thumb, fingers, thumb, thumb. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then we're back to the answer lick. And now we're going to do the same thing we just did on the A chord down here in E. So we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So even though there's 12 measures, there's a lot of repetition. We've used this lick 2 or 3 times already. So you don't have to make up 12 bars worth of stuff because you're using these ideas, and some repetition is good. There was some genius who said one time, like, you can't have theme and variations if there's no theme, right? So you got to have some things that repeat, so there's some contrast between the fact that some things are repeated and some things are new. So there's nothing wrong with having some repetition in what you're playing. So we play this answer lick for the 3rd time, I guess. And also we're moving it around, right? Because, well, no, I guess it's always the answer lick. So never mind about that. But now we're up to the turnaround, right? So we start on a B7. And so we're playing, the chord is 2nd fret, 1st fret, 2nd fret, open, 2nd fret, standard B7 open chord. And we're doing a little bit of a roll here, sort of a pinch that gets rolled through. Thumb, index, middle, ring on the downbeat. And then it's a triplet feel, so we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So 1. Here's a pinch on the 2nd beat to the open high string, to open 2nd string, and then double stop, index and middle on the 3rd and 2nd string, and we're bending the 2nd string a little bit to the open B, finish with the thumb. And then we're going to A, and so we can go up to the I think I called it the Hubert Sumlin lick in the last lesson. So thumb coming out of this shape, like the top of an A chord, A bar chord. So 1, slide into the 6th fret on the 3rd string. 1 and going over the 5th fret on the 2nd string. Next pinch, 9th, playing the 9th of the chord. That's the 7th fret on the high string. Pinch, come down chromatically. Another pinch on the 8th fret of the 2nd string with a little bend to the open high string, to the 2nd string, and then pinch 2nd fret on the 3rd string to the open 2nd string, to a hammer on the 3rd string to the 1st fret, and then you're into the next measure. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And again, if you need a more detailed walkthrough of that lick, I covered it in the video just preceding this video, I think lesson number 4. So now we're back on E, and we have a turnaround. And so that's taking this chord, downbeat is just thumb, and then the high string, 1 and. And then we grab this chord shape. It looks kind of like an E7, only slid up. And we grab thumb and index on the, we're picking the 5th fret on the 5th string and the 4th fret on the 2nd string. So you pinch, grab the high string, open, and then come back to the 3rd string with your index. So pinch, ring finger, index. Move the chord shape down 1 fret and do the same thing. Again. And then you land on the downbeat of the last measure. And then walk up chromatically, open to 1st to 2nd fret on the A string. And then grab the top part of a B7 sharp 9, which is the 1st fret on the 4th string, the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Whew. So that's a walkthrough, one way to play through a 12-bar blues, fingerstyle blues in E. Let me play the whole thing for you one more time. Here's what it sounds like. Okay, so that basically wraps up what we came here to do. But I'm going to do one more lesson just to talk a little bit about phrasing and how that can be really effective when you're coming up with licks to play in a fingerstyle context. So that's going to be lesson 6, kind of an extra thing about just how to make your single note licks sound better when you're playing fingerstyle blues. In the meantime, if you've got questions or comments about this video, please scroll down and leave me a note, drop me a line. Let me know what you think, if you dug it, if you hated it, if you had an idea about it, if there's something else you'd like me to talk about next, let me know. And that wraps this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.